Peace, blessings, and peace, and welcome to the Ice Turner Experience. Something you can't define, you can only experience. Life for a man that is continuing to evolve is about going through the terrains of difficulty. The key word through, because you never maneuver around difficulty, you can only maneuver through difficulty. So you don't evolve around things, you evolve through things. This actually shapes, fills, and manifests the inner you. You ever felt like you think you're moving forward one step, then you get knocked back 3 steps, then you finally can muster up the mental strength and action plan to, finally get back 1 step, then you're knocked back 2 steps from that 1 step? You think to yourself in your moment of frustration, what is this? Am I ever going to become? Am I ever going to, live the life that I envision for myself? That's just one thing for certain, that you must trust the process, because within that process, it's burning out the things that don't belong. That's what the wilderness is symbolic to. It's killing off what is wild. There's plenty of people that have started businesses that have failed. What they did was just, refurbish their plan and their product and start it over. That is the challenge right there, is to have to hit the reset button, or have the reset button hit on you. Because, starting from scratch can be very painstaking. But, a lot of people, like to ignore the law of reaping and sowing, the law of reciprocity, the law of the fruit, which is long-suffering, forbearance, and patience. Long-suffering, just you think of those 2 words combined, long and suffering. Then you're talking about patience and forbearance. So, all these things in life that you desire to have will be added unto you once you successfully seek the kingdom, the inner you, the mind, and its righteousness, which is your right frame of mind and right standing. If you look at the movie The Longest Year, or Almost Violent Year, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, the guy was tempted in many scenarios and situations to take the shortcut to success, but he's seen the vision. He seen where he wanted to be in the long run, and he understood that, with that, there will be sacrifices that have to be taken, and he would have to basically put in 100% commitment to the vision. That means committing yourself to the vision and sacrificing it and not wavering from it, these things actually build in you. Because it takes a lot. I mean, you're presented with alternatives for shortcuts, but there's no shortcuts to success. Although it might appear to be that way, but those people will not have it for long. Because how you get it is exactly how you'll lose it. But if you take your time and you allow patience to have its perfect work in you, it'll all fall into place. The stairwell is always better than the elevator. It strengthens your legs. If you look at the concept of the tortoise and the hare, who won the race? Slow and steady. Because when you take your time and you learn to pay attention to the details, you can maneuver through the obstacles that are presented right in front of you. Unlike the tortoise who's moving in haste, waste, and his arrogance and his abilities, because the race isn't given to the quick and to the strong. It's given to the man that can endure everything. There's one mortgage company that I was working for. The guy told me this lesson. He said, telling all of us in sales, he was saying, it's the man that endures the most pain that wins. Although pain doesn't feel good, although pain feels like it's wasting your time, but in Kairos is not, in the cosmos is not. Because in one moment can make up for what took place in the last 20 years. It only takes 1 minute to make up for what took place years ago. Years that you thought you might have wasted. So what I'm saying is, you have to understand that life is basically overcoming the obstacles of difficulty and overcoming negatives. You're going to have distractions. You're going to have people that don't see themselves as anything get in your way to interfere or intercept your blessings. But as long as you stay focused, and stay violent with your focus, you will succeed. You will win the race. Because the size of your place or the size of your practice determines the size of your place. The quality of your practice, the quality of your focus determines the size of it. So you should focus more so on getting better at what you're doing, and your God will make you bigger at what you're doing. I already have a 4-year action plan with everything that I'm involved with right now, because I expect it to take time. When I look at certain recording artists that I've listened to for years, now reach mainstream success. That's what it takes.